Oh, damn it. I was muted. Thank you for letting me know that y'all couldn't hear me over there. I just said all that stuff and y'all heard none of it. I was muted. I didn't even look down. I don't know when I tapped it. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to start over. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Thank you so much for coming over here and let me know. I know, not for you guys over here, over on YouTube. No, not here. I'm also on YouTube and Facebook. So they heard none of that. None of it. Thank you so very much for letting me know that. Okay, so let's start over. Okay. If you have ever had an issue with, actually, you know what? Look, my mouse pad that I'm currently using, one, it's kind of dirty. Okay. It's kind of dirty. Two, I think I did this one and I messed up. I think I was using the Easy Press. So you can see the little marks, okay? You can see the little marks, right? It's not that great on this one. I was off a little bit on this side, right? So if you've ever had a oopsie, when it comes to shirts, you can't really cover that up because it is sublimation ink. Although, depending on how the design is, Econo Transfer has a EconoSub block, meaning you can put a design on the EconoSub. It can go over a sublimated design and not bleed through. So there is a way. It's going to be topical, but there is a way to salvage it, because if you were to put glitter on top of something that's sublimated, the dye can kind of basically migrate through it. But they have a sub block. So they have Econo, they have their Econo print sub block, but they also have EconoSub block as well. So you can take that, print a design on, do a print and cut with it, and put that right over that shirt. So if you want to kind of save it for yourself and maybe not sell it, if they are okay with this for a family member, you could just kind of cover that up or just put a bigger design on it with the sub block. They now have that product. It's pretty cool technology with that one. But what we're going to do today, I'm going to do threefold. We're going to have 3 different tutorials in one. So it's going to be a little bit longer. I know some of you guys prefer them to be separate. I'll do my best to come back in and put the timestamps on it so that you can get to the part that you want. But it's going to be 3 parts. One, we're going to go over with Silhouette Studio when you have the print preview. If you want to have that on and when it's cut off, and so many people get freaked out about it and think they're doing something wrong. So I'm actually that one is going to be a separate video. I'm going to record a screen grab, a tutorial of this. I'm going to do a little behind the scenes of when I'm recording that. Then I'm going to show you guys how to take a design that was in a different orientation and set it up for something else. So the design that we're going to use was first used in a tumbler. Then I changed it up to make a wallet. And we're going to use that same exact design to make me a new mouse pad. And so I'm going to change the size and stuff like that up of that particular one. So we're going to do that. And then, of course, we're going to salvage a mouse pad. Most times that's not an option. If you have a tumbler, you can always burn it off and then put a darker design on it. But there's really no way to kind of salvage, certain sublimation blanks. Like we just consider them to be just a gone. There's nothing we can do about it. Well, with Econo transfers, I just kind of came across it. Some of you guys saw me use the satin last week. It's been a couple months ago. I had some of the flock. I did that on some polos. Some of you guys probably were on that live when I was like, man, my DTF prints just wasn't giving me the right colors like the sub was. So I end up using the flock. That one is amazing. You can use either, but the fabric is the least expensive version of it. So that comes out to it's a 17-inch wide piece, and they have 1 yard, which is 36 inches for $11. So for a mouse pad, like the length of it, going about 10 and a half, 11 inches, it's going to run you about $3. And I think I said 36 cents. but that's enough for 2 mouse pads. So you can even create transfers. If your customer already purchased a mouse pad from you and you want to kind of change it out, you can give them a transfer. They can do the work, because once it's sublimated, you can use a regular iron to apply. Like, they can use that. They line it up, and they can put it on on the mouse pad, like with a regular iron. Just go ahead and press it, and it's going to stick to it, and they can change it out if they want to. So I thought that was a pretty cool kind of like think outside the box, a pretty cool feature of this particular product. But I'm going to use it to fix some oopsies. If you have things like your colors were off and you didn't realize it, if it's like my mouse pad was, it didn't fully transfer, or like I did the ones over there, I mixed up the names of the teachers last year, and I've been holding on to these mouse pads. I didn't throw them away. See, I'm like, I've taken pictures of them, even though no one knows they're the wrong names but me and, the original person who ordered them. But I still had them 1 year later. I still had them. And I was just like, when I did the Hoovy, I was like, wait a minute. I wonder if that will work. So I mixed the names up on those. So if you mix the name up, if you had to do multiples, if the picture was wrong, anything like that, this now gives you an option to salvage that oopsie, and all is not lost. It's going to cost you a little bit more in material and reprinting it, but at least all is not lost with that particular mouse pad. Okay. So that's what we are going to do today. But when you guys told me that you couldn't hear me, I was showing the different options for Econo transfer. You can actually purchase this 6-page spread on their website. It's about $50, but you're getting, hold on, let me show you. If you get the paper one, where that sucker at? I think it's over there. I'll show you afterwards. But if you get the paper one, I'm telling you, the colors, it doesn't do it justice on the printed one. These are actual swatches of the vinyl. So when you're looking, this right here, I need some of this. Although I probably wouldn't put it on a shirt. I probably would actually use this for some really fancy paper crafting. It's like this like etched rose in gold and silver. I kind of like this. But this is just kind of give you an idea of what all they have, right? They have holographic, metal in a bunch of different colors, reflective. They have brick, carbon, all of these puff colors. Do y'all see all of the puff color options? Then you have, I'm going to come back to this one because it's the one we need to go to. Then you have all of the glitters, all of the regular HTVs. And then on this one, this is where we have the print. This one says inkjet. So I now need to go to their website and see if this means I can use this with because this says Econo print. Everything else on here requires a eco-solvent solvent latex printer. It requires one of those, like not even a true one. You can use the converted ones, but this inkjet one has me intrigued if it's kind of like Jet Pro. And if I can use their masking, because that would definitely be a game changer for those who don't have an eco-solvent or a sublimation printer, you just have a regular one. And then they have reflective, and then here is the EconoSub. This one doesn't have all of the newer ones on it, so they just have the fabric, flock, and vinyl, but there is now EconoSub block and EconoSub satin. So these right here, they're all smooth, so you can use them for this type of project, which is a mouse pad. Then they have some glow in the dark. I have no idea what this is. I need to look this up. It just says Econo hairline, but this bronze is in person. My God, on today. This chameleon. Wait, hold on. I need y'all to see this, right? It even looks different on what y'all is over here. TikTok. Their colors and how they see it is different because it's a different angle. I'm gonna turn it. I'm going to go look at the color shift. Look at the color shift. I want some of this. And then, of course, they're flock ones at the bottom. You can get this. If you use my code, TheProfessor, you'll get 10% off of your order. So you can get 10% off. It's $55 for this. But if you are someone that's still a HTV enthusiast and you like HTV, it's well worth the investment. Well worth the investment. All right. So let's this is, I'll show the back of it. You guys can go and follow them. So this is not a sponsor video. I do have a discount code, but that's to help y'all, but it's not a sponsor video. I used the flock. I was in love with the flock. Wasn't too keen on the vinyl. I'll be honest. The fabric, it's good, but it just didn't, like putting it on the polos, it was like, it was good, but I was still like, But for mouse, I now have a no love for it, and I need to order some more because I had like a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I probably won't use this. And so I felt like it was a waste. And then I was actually clearing off the table, and these mouse pads are 1 year old because they were a Christmas gift for some teachers last year. Somebody ordered them from me to be able to give to teachers. Well, either Christmas. Yeah, it was Christmas. It wasn't teacher appreciation. It was Christmas. So they are a year old. And I mixed up the names on them. You guys probably saw the video that I did. I made a custom lemon Oreo tumbler and the mouse pad, as well as M&M mouse pad and tumbler. The tumblers, I still have to burn off to put something over that. But the mouse pads, we're going to salvage right now. So I did so when I saw those, I was like, oh, wait. I can put the satin. So my goal and my plan was to put the satin one on it because we saw that on the Whoville one. And baby, the colors were amazing. But then I realized, I got this vinyl this fabric one that I had no plans to use for anything because I was like, I don't know. I like the flock better. The fabric just didn't do it for me. That satin though, yes, God. So this is who it's from. I know it's probably gonna be backwards for you guys. Econo transfer. Take a screenshot and then flip the picture. So Econo transfer. Okay. So yeah. All right. We're going to flip you guys around. I want to had a little phlegm. Show you guys like switching up this design, but I also need to this one design. I need to print it out because I'm going to do a couple of different. I have 2 mouse pads over there, and then I have the one here that I think this warrants a little updating, right? I think I should update this. Really think I should update this. This ain't cute. This ain't cute. So I'm going to do 3 different ones. I'm going to print out a different design. I'm actually going to print out a mouse pad to match. Where is one of my favorite tumblers? I don't think it's over here. I think my mom put it up on the other side, but it is the one with the cowhide. I showed you. I'll bring the tumbler because I got to go get the print. So when I go get the print, I'll grab the tumbler. But it's the cowhide one, and I also don't have the elephant one over here. Oh, yeah, I do. So I'm going to make a mouse pad to match this and the cowhide one. All right. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to do the video. I'm going to record my video to show how to not say bypass, but what to do when you have the print preview in Select Studio. Then I'm going to show you about adjusting the template. And then we're going to go over to the heat press and we're going to fix these oopsies. Sounds like a plan? Y'all here for it? Double tap the screen. Let me know if you are ready. I need some engagement, guys. I need some engagement. So let me know if you're ready. Let me know if this is something that, interests you. If this is the type of demos and instructions that you guys like. All right. So let's flip you guys over here. I know right now, a lot of people probably aren't getting notifications because the numbers aren't great right now. So they're going to be probably upset that they end up missing this live. Flock is just HTV. You can use on anything, shirts, hoodies, jackets. It's just HTV. No, you use the exact same way that you would use regular HTV. All right. Okay, so it's gonna seem weird how I'm gonna do this, guys, but I might as well kill two. I hate that term, kill two birds with one stone, but I might as well take care of two things at once. I like that better. So we're gonna take care of two things at once, and I'm going to actually pre-record a video. Ooh, wait a minute. I don't know. Let me see. Let me make sure. Is it picking up? No, it's not going to pick up, which means I have to put this one on the other microphone. So we're going to put this on wave 3. There we go. Because my other microphone is attached to StreamYard. All right. Incredible greetings, creatives. I am Shakia the Professor, and I'm going to show you what to do when you go to send a print and your print preview in Silhouette Studio version 4.4, 4.5, when it shows it as if it's going to print incorrectly. You really don't have to worry about that because the most important print settings is going to be the actual settings from the Epson preferences. So I just want to show you guys what that looks like, what you would do. And if you want to just turn off the print preview altogether, because I promise you, as long as you put in the right print settings, it's going to come out right every single time. Okay. So I'm going to go up here to print, or you can do control P, command P, or you can go to file print. So we're going to go to print. As you can see, this is cut off. I need this to print to 13 by 19. What it's showing right now is the last print setting that I used, which was 8.5 by 11. So it's going to show it cut off, but we're going to go ahead and hit print. You can hit print. It will not send it to your printer. What it's going to do is open up your print preferences, whether you're using a Mac or a Windows PC. If you're using a Windows, you want to X out of this. It doesn't work in Silhouette Studio. Okay. What you're looking for is this window here. And then you want to select your printer. If when you select preferences, it doesn't look like this, you're going to want to download it, install your drivers, and check out my video on how to set up your print settings. Also, how to go and do presets. I already have my preset set up, so I'm going to scroll down here to my 13 by 19. I'm going to hit OK. If you want to be on the safe side and verify that it printed, or it's going to change, like you're just like, I got to see it. I got to see it. You can do one of two things. You can choose print preview here, and it will actually give you the true print preview. That is the only way that you're going to see if it's mirrored. From Silhouette Studio's print preview, it is not going to indicate a mirrored setting, because that's just showing you the print directly from Silhouette Studio. So if you want to make sure it's mirrored, choose print preview, then hit OK and print and all that. It's going to show you the preview before it prints. And then if it's OK, you can hit print from there. But if you want to see it in Silhouette's preview, you don't want to turn it off, you're just going to hit OK. You're going to hit apply and then cancel. I'm going to hit cancel over here. If you notice, my box already jumped. So if I go print now, it is going to show it the correct way. I was just showing you if you feel like I need to see it the correct way. You really don't have to, because it will print correctly. Just to show it, just to prove it to you, I'm going to go print. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to purposely change this back to 8.5 by 11. I'm going to go apply, cancel. I'm going to go cancel. I'm going to go back to print. All right. So my box moved. This is showing incorrectly. I'm going to go print. I'm going to go back to my printer. I'm going to come down here to 13 by 19. Like I said, if you want to see it as a print preview, you can click this, and I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And this time I'm going to hit print. I don't care about this one at all. Okay. I'm going to actually show you how to turn that one off. You see, once it went back, my box jumped. The print preview here is showing me that it's actually reversed. If you look down here, my logo is on this side. On the print preview, it's on this side. This is the only print preview you should really be concerned about because it is a true print preview on how it's going to send to your printer, no matter what printer it is. Every printer has an actual print preview in their settings. If this is A-OK, you're simply going to hit print. Okay. And you're going to end up with that particular print. Okay. That is how you will set that up. If you want to turn it off, you're going to go over to your preferences. And right here under general, where it says show print preview, you're going to uncheck that. Hit OK. And once you go to print, it's immediately going to go to your print preferences. Exit out of that. You'll see your print preferences, and you don't have to be kind of confused by the silhouette print preview. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you would like to see more helpful tips like this, be sure to subscribe and or follow depending on which platform you are watching on. Don't forget to also visit our website, shop.hsink365.com. That's where you're going to find our amazing, incredible, hassle-free sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. No butcher paper required, and you can use less ink and still get great, vibrant results. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace. All righty, part 1 done. Okay, so I got my video done for that. That by itself, it will be a video at some point. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel. All right, our next order of business is setting this up. So I actually kind of have it set up, but I'm going to walk you guys through it. We have on this weekend, tomorrow, not even this weekend, tomorrow, the 30th, Saturday the 30th, we have our part 2 of our crash course, our sublimation crash course. We're going to dive deeper into how to create templates, how to use design softwares, how to switch up files. If you have picture files, how to make it where you can put the actual picture in it, depending on what type of template you have. We're going to explore a lot on the design side because I'm seeing that a lot of people know which printer they wanted. They went and got their printer. They went and got the ink. They got paper. Some people didn't get Honestly SpINKing Sublimation Paper. We're not going to hold that against you. We're still going to help you be successful and great at sublimation. The foundation of it, and to be great at it, you got to know how to make simple edits, just bring things in, resize it, understanding the different file types there are. We're going to do all of that on tomorrow, starting at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, live via Zoom. You'll be able to ask questions, and afterwards, you're going to get access to the playback of it. So you don't have to remember it all. We encourage you taking notes, while we're in class, but you don't have to retain it all because you will have unlimited access to the playback. Right now, this course, as well as all the other courses on our website, are 50% off right now. Okay, they are 50% off until 11:59 p.m. December 31st. Okay, once the new year hits, the sales are over, the promos, the discounts are gone, as well as on our sublimation paper, Eco Tank ink, and our paper ink tape bundle. So go to the website and check those out after this live broadcast. Okay, but definitely check that out. So I'm gonna give you guys a little snippet, little peek into what you can expect to learn when you join our classes. So for a mouse pad, although it is just it's kind of sort of a square, rectangle, it's rounded. If you want your design to end up in a certain spot, really for any blank, we recommend that you utilize that scanner, right? Some people are like, oh, what do I need a scanner for with sublimation? That's not important. You don't need a printer with the scanner, but that's not true. You're going to come across a lot of flat type blanks, and you want to be able to have accurate templates for it. If you have a design and you want things to kind of fall in a certain place, you want to make sure that it's centered. You want to have the proper bleed. You don't want to waste a lot of paper and a lot of space, just kind of making a random box. I encourage making templates, even for something like a mouse pad that's nothing more than a rounded rectangle. So to do that, you end up scanning that in. And as you can see, I'm scanning on the darker side of it. Then I would do a trace. If you want to know more about tracing, we have videos on our Silaholics Anonymous YouTube channel, or you can enroll in our 30-day training or join us on Saturday or catch the playback. If you're watching this video after December 30th, you can still enroll by signing up and just watching the playback. You're going to feel like you're still in the class because we don't edit anything out. But don't worry, you can still buy the class. Guys, you don't have to feel like you need to be there in person. I mean, it's always great to be able to ask questions, but you get access. Don't miss out on getting some of the best education on sublimation from one of the best instructors. Don't miss out just because you have another engagement. Go ahead, purchase it. You're going to have access to that playback. The playback is uploaded immediately. So later on that evening, you can watch it. This particular class will get you access to our exclusive student union. So if you have questions afterwards, you can go into the student union and you can post any questions that you have. You can also post your questions right on the playback video to get, an answer. And I'll just kind of reply back, in text format. So don't feel like just because you cannot attend live that this is not something that will be great for you to go ahead and purchase. Okay. So we want to do that. You're going to trace it. You're going to end up with your blank. And then you're going to do if you want to go full bleed, you're going to end up putting an offset on it. So that's kind of like part one to this, is just getting that outline so that you know where your design is going to go and make sure that important things don't get cut off. All right. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to copy it. Actually, I'm going to take the whole thing. I'm going to put it in a new window. So like I said, this was originally made for a tumbler, which is 9.35 by 8.15 for like the tumblers that I use from Johnson's Plastics Plus. You use the code 9PKD6. You will get 15% off of your order of blanks on Johnson's Plastics Plus or jpplus.com. So I had the wallet and I went from one to the other. Now I want to make it into a like the right size for a mouse pad. It'll be a little bit difficult if it was flat and if it was a JPEG. You cannot force something to be a proportion that it's not. So let's say this was a flattened JPEG or PNG. And I were to pull this out, and then you see all of this space down here. Now I'm going to go like this and pull it down. Wait, where's the edge of it? Okay, there it is. I am now changing the way that this looks. I am stretching this. Come on now. I'm stretching this. It doesn't look the same. You want to be able to adjust this proportionately. Some files, if it's not layered, you're not going to be able to do that. You have some files that you'll purchase and they're in layers, or you're going to add things to it. And as long as you still have it in its layered format, you can change it up and maneuver it to where it's going to fit. So what we're going to do with this one is break this apart, okay? I'm going to move my template part out of the way. Hold on. I don't need any, come on. I don't need any of these. That's like the wallet template. I'm going to select just the background. Although it is, filled with JPEGs, it's just like a glitter effect. You're not going to really see any distortion to this if I were to like adjust it. So I'm going to pull this out. I mean, I technically can stretch this down, and then I can redo my patterns if needed. But what I recommend doing is I'm going to make this a little bit bigger here. I'm going to send this to the back. I need to align this to the bottom. There we go. We're going to move our cute little peacock here. I'm going to take these two. Actually, I mean, it's still kind of like stretching it. In this one, yeah, I can still stretch this one. So I'm not going to stress it too much. I'm just going to pull it down. I can always redo the pattern by going over to my fill pattern. But I really want to kind of cut this down. Like if I like this size, the points of the pencil, it's kind of like falling off of it. So I'm going to, you know what? Let's see. Let's do it like this. I'm just going to bring this in. Bring this side in. My top and bottom. So I have my little offset there. But I don't like how skinny this is. I'm going to ungroup it. Hold down Shift. I'm going to click on the end one and group these back together. I'm going to get rid of this one. And now I'm going to pull these out. I feel like that's more like, how the pencils would be. Like it's thicker. If I want it thicker than that, I would ungroup it, hold down Shift, click on the first one, group these back together, move this one, and I would stretch this out. So if I wanted to change, I think I like this way better. So if I wanted to change that look, okay? Then we're going to take our peacock and our apple here. We want to make sure that it's to the front. And I'm going to properly and proportionately resize this. Not too close to the end. So now she's not stretched. I'm going to take my name. If I wanted it to be like still in this area, or if I wanted to move Shakia like up here, I can make the professor smaller. Don't be afraid to basically change up how it originally looked, okay? It can be different but cohesive. It doesn't have to be the exact same layout because the proportions are different. I'm going to take my 365 Creative Academy logo. Before it was all on the yellow. Now it's not quite. So I want to change that to white and decrease that some. That way I'm still kind of getting that shadow around it, but I'm picking up the yellow and the brown from down here because it's split between the two. do I want to use, I think I want to use more of a grayer color. There we go. And if I wanted to, I can do some other like design techniques to it, but I'm okay with this going into the pencil area and leaving this like this. I might even make my peacock a little bit bigger. I love kind of having elements in front of other elements. That's kind of one of my signatures. So I don't ever worry about covering something up. And then we're going to take my logo and place it right here. So having that exact template lets me know where the edges are. So if I'm going to put something like my logo, I don't want to go all the way down to the bottom because it has a bleed. If I don't know where that bottom part is, when I go to press it, my logo might get cut off. So it is important to know the exact location of the edges of your templates, especially if you're going to do things like that. I want to move up my black a little bit. I'm going to move this up, and then my yellow, I'm just going to shrink that down some. Okay, because I made my lead a little bit bigger. Okay, and that way I know exactly where everything is going to fall. Right. And then we would go ahead, group it all together, put it on our mat, well, our design page, and then print it out. We've already printed these out. So we're going to head on over to the heat press, and we're going to salvage a couple of mouse pads. Okay. So let me switch you guys over. Oh, wait, before we do that, my cut file. You can just cut this like and just kind of have like a square piece. You must use a fresh blade to cut the fabric. Do not use an X-Acto knife that you've used for paper or anything like that, or use a rotary cutter. But it must be a fresh one to cut through the fabric and not fray it. So you can either just do one solid piece and then, you know, sublimate it to the material, put it on your mouse pad, and then cut around it. You can do it that way. Or from your template that you created, I'm going to just grab it from here. Actually, do I have it? Okay, there we go. So I have it here. I just put it by itself, and I went File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive, and I saved it as an SVG. If you don't have Business Edition, we have a video showing how you can save as an SVG using the free version and a third-party website. Once I have that SVG, I head on over to Leonardo. This is the control panel for my Caesar Romeo, because that's what I'm going to send this to cut on. And I just go File, Open. Boom, it's here. I rotate it. I size it up so I can do 2 of them. Now I can send this over to my Caesar Romeo. I'm going to position my camera. That way you guys can see that part. You're going to see one of them is already cut, and then we're just going to send the next one to cut. All right, so we're going to go. Oh, wait, let me move you guys over. All right, everybody's there. We're going to go send to cutter. I'm going to hit yes, but I'm going to just flip you guys back over here. So I'm just going to hit yes. Oh, you're not on? You're sleeping. Okay, wake up. Wake up. I say wake up. Okay, we're going to try this again. Send to cutter. Yes. Okay, I switched over my microphone. Can you guys still hear me over on Facebook and YouTube? Because I switched my microphone to my secondary one since I'm going over to the heat press. Please let me know if you guys can still hear me. Okay, perfect. You guys can still hear me. All righty. That is finished. I'm just going to pull it out of the back here. Uh-oh. And we're going, that machine is the Caesar Romeo. It's a 24-inch cutter from Caesar. All right. There you go. You guys can see. So this one already has the fabric on it. Where's the piece that came off? So this is what was on here before. I probably should turn y'all around. Hold on 1 second, TikTok, because I'm going to flip y'all. I gotta flip my, that way I can see comments and flip camera. All right, there we go. So this is what came off. So when I did these, I made a mistake. So the name that was up here, because this was the custom lemon Oreo mouse pad, and I did a tumbler as well. I like this isn't just a picture of it. I designed the whole thing in Silhouette Studio. And this one was the one that was supposed to be like a jar of M&Ms. And I used my composition notebook template that's in our template vault. And I put that, and I kind of created this, but I mixed the names up. So to remove this, I'll just do it on this side so you can see how easy it is. A mouse pad is nothing more than fabric. So you're going to go and I don't have nails. I do not have nails. I bite my nails. Okay, that's why my nails always looking like Who Shot John on these live videos. But I don't think y'all care. Y'all trying to get this good information. Although one of these days I'm actually going to throw some press-ons on so they don't look so crazy for certain things. So you want to peel that up. Oh, crap. Don't know my own strength. And we're going to rip this off. That's it. Okay. Now, we can do this 2 different ways. Well, I'm going to show you, put it on here, and then I'm going to show pressing it to, I probably should have made sure I grabbed my vinyl. I'm going to grab my scissors first. Crapola. I should have made sure I grabbed my scissors first, but I didn't. But I don't really need it for this part. I need it for the second one. So I'm going to just grab, and this is how it cut, right? So I'm just going to peel that up. I'm going to line this up. On the mouse pad. If you want to use a little bit of heat tape, you can. Our heat tape is non-staining, non-marking, so you don't have to worry about getting yellow on the fabric. All right. I'm just going to do a quick little press, and also to check the pressure. I need to up my pressure just a little bit because this is still vinyl. So we want to make sure that it actually attaches to it, okay? So I'm going to give it a little bit more because I see it didn't. So without that pressure, see, it didn't really stick. You need pressure when you are working with heat transfer. You're working with any type of, HTV. So, I can still use a little bit more pressure, although it might be this stupid heat press. Okay, there we go. So a little bit more pressure. We're going to press that so that it can adhere to the surface of the mouse pad. So that is actually a printable. It's a EconoSub vinyl. So this, not vinyl, fabric. So this is more like a fabric. They do have a vinyl. They have a satin one, but this is the fabric. It has, and it has kind of a heat transfer adhesive on the back. And I actually probably should have gone over a little bit more, but that's okay. These are for me. Just that's why you want to have the bleed. This one was pretty much right at, I probably should have actually made it a little bit bigger, which is kind of weird. It's kind of big at the top. Should have made it a little bit wider on this one, but I was trying to rush to get this one done. All right. So now we're going to press our designs to it. I'm going to grab a little piece of butcher paper because there is bleed on this. So you want to protect your platen with butcher paper or parchment paper, but it's going to go on the bottom, like underneath the mouse pad. Just grab a sheet of this. Oh, let me go grab the print and the tumbler so you can see them together. Oh. Okay, I don't see the tumbler, but my mother is always cleaning my space because she hates when I leave stuff, but then I can't find stuff. Like, I work in organized chaos, but my mother is insistent on helping me clean even when I don't need the help. So now I have no idea where my cowhide tumbler is because she insists on being oh so helpful. Now I don't see it. But I've shown it in a couple videos. All right. All right, so we have our print. I am going to do the one that I do have a tumbler for, which is the elephant. So I'm going to take this and put it down on my mouse pad. Doesn't really matter which way. There's no right or wrong at this point. So I'm just going to put this on here. Just want to make sure that my logo's on there. And we're going to use a little bit of heat tape that I probably should have just kept from before. little piece of heat tape. I'm going to put my butcher paper on top and flip it. We don't need any cover paper on top of Honestly SpINKing Sublimation Paper. It does not bleed through at all. Then 365, 30 seconds. We're going to go ahead and press that. While that's going, I'm going to cut this one out. I need some more double taps over here. Please double tap the screen. My nails are the same. Then worn some press on ones and shake my hands. Yeah, I really can't function with them on, but for some of like, I want to create some content and I want it to look, I want to look presentable. So I'm going to fight through it. I'm going to have some press ons on, but I can't function with them either. Incredible evening. All right, let's see. So that's actually a really, really good question. So she says, is the mouse pad a plain old store-bought mouse pad? No, but you can do it with one. Just peel it off. Any of the mouse pads that are like a fabric one, if it has a design on it, you can literally peel that off. So could you turn a regular mouse pad into a sublimation if you already have one? You can. That's actually a really good question. Really good question. This was an actual sublimation one, but it was one that had a mistake on it. Is this the HTV you use on the sweatshirts? I missed part of the beginning. So no, this is still the same company, but not the same material. The one that I used on the sweatshirt was satin. EconoSub satin. This is their EconoSub fabric. So it's not as shiny. You can do it with the satin and get a much like shinier finish to it. It has a brighter sheen to it, but this is just the fabric. You can do it with the fabric. You can do it with the flock or the satin. It's just that the fabric is the least expensive one. All right. So let's grab the tumbler and let's reveal. Actually, which one is it? Probably, well, this one was done with the sawgrass. This one was done with the Epsom. Look at that. And it's not going to come off. It's stuck to it. It's probably even better. It's probably better than what was originally on there because I was able to easily peel that other fabric off. Now what we're going to do, because there is a little bit of extra, I'm just going to put it down on a cutting mat. This is this blade is horrible. It might not cut through this. We're going to see. Oh, it did cut through it. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, this one is horrible. I've been using this particular, I need to change out this blade. It's kind of bad. So you want to use a fresh blade because this is still kind of fabric and you don't want it to fray. But I have a little bit, left on the edges. So I'll end up going around it. I cut into some of it, but there you go. So that matches. Actually, not that one. Probably this one. So it matches the tumbler. No, it is this one. That's the sawgrass one. It's just that this one, for some reason, I'm not sure what was wrong with the coating. It's not as bright as it should be. So you can see on this one, on the fabric, it's a little bit brighter than whatever happened with this tumbler. So we fixed the messed up tumbler. Messed up mouse pad. So we're going to do another one. This was the one that I already had covered. So now we're going to do this one. I'm not even going to tape this. I'm just going to place it in the middle. I'm just going to take this and put it over the top and just flip it. Well, on the bottom and just flip it. And then we're going to press this 365, 30 seconds. And then we have one more that we're going to do. Yes, that's another good one. Wireless said you can end up using it for the coasters. So if you have the fabric coasters and you end up messing up on those, you can use this as a cover up for that as well. That's not, see, my title over there said think outside the box. So you're over here thinking outside the box. There's so many different ways that you can actually use this. Even though it is advertised and you would think, oh, it's for colored shirts, right? On their website, they're going to advertise it like for shirts or garments and things of that nature. But I'm here to help you think outside the box. I'm here to help you. What's my tagline? I say it in every video. I'm here to help you do what? Somebody tell me, what's my tagline? What's my tagline? That's so nice. Let me see. I literally say it in every single video. Yes, they do. And this, like the small ones may actually work better on this, but I have a bunch of blades for those. Exactly. Unlock your creativity. That's what I am here for. I am here to help you unlock your creativity. Okay. So, y'all ready to see this one? We're almost there. Can we power tap to get me to 3,000 is probably, I'll probably hit it like that because it's enough y'all on here. So maybe like 3.5. Can I get y'all to power tap real quick? Power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap. Where did you get the fabric? So it is, and it's actually an HTV. So it's called it's from Econo Transfer. It's called EconoSub. This particular one is the fabric. They have fabric, they have flock, and they have a vinyl. But the fabric is the least expensive one. They also have satin. So if you wanted to have more of a brighter sheen to it, you can get the satin one. All right, there we go. 30 seconds. Look at that. Now, this one is one I cut pretty much. It's probably a little bit shorter. It was like almost right at, but look at that. Now, I'll probably figure out how, if I can take it off, because see, the fabric came off easily. I don't know if this one will come off that easy because it's a heat transfer vinyl. It's meant to really, really be on there. It's like if you wanted to put, I mean, you can technically put another one on top, but they can change it out. So maybe offer to at least change that one time. I'm going to show you how you can do it to where they can do it themselves. And all you have to do is create basically you're going to create a transfer. So how we're going to do that, I'm going to take the fabric. So the adhesive side is on the back. The top part is the actual printed fabric. So we're going to put that there. We're going to grab, where is my print? Okay, it's here. So this is going to be mine because it's going to match my tumbler. So this is going to match my tumbler. So see on this one, my name was going upside down. The wallet, it was going across. This one is going to go across. So I'm going to take this. I have to kind of look through it because I don't really want to take the outside part off just yet. I want to take it off after the fact. That way the mouse pad part can look clean. All right, let me just check where that position is. Make sure everything is actually going to get pressed. It is. I'm put a little bit of Honestly SpINKing heat tape that's non-staining, non-marking. You can find it in the TikTok shop. However, right now over on our website, all products, all paper and Formula B ink, which is perfect for your EcoTank printers. Most people have EcoTank printers now. You can get it for 25% off over on our website, shop.hsink365.com. All right, boom. I'm just going to flip this over. And we're going to press this. 365, 30 seconds. If you go to Econo Transfer, if you're online, you can click my link. It'll take you there. You put in the code TheProfessor, you're going to get 10% off. So here is it sublimated. Oh, wait, I'm picking into the wrong part. There we go. Okay, so it's probably better for it'll probably better for you to remove. I'm going to do it on the other one. It probably would be better to remove it. I thought, I guess if I do it fast enough, I guess I was pulling it. I wasn't going fast. Okay, no. So it does work. I pulled the first part off, but I'm going to end up cutting that off anyway. So you want to pull it fast. Don't do it slow like I was doing it. So now you have a transfer. So you can go and sell this directly to your customer. So when they have their mouse pad, they want to change out what's on it. Oh, let me grab my mouse pad from over here. We're going to take, child, why am I trying to play around with this? I don't need that. It comes off so easy. You're going to take this off. So you can see this mouse pad was messed up. If I had a home iron here, I would show it. I'll probably make a transfer and then take it home and use an iron and show that you can use an iron because I don't have an iron here. So that comes off. We're going to take our transfer off. And they do have transfer tape. So if you want to, like if for your customers to make sure like they pull it off correctly. Let me see. I have a piece here from the other day. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this to transfer. Oh, but see, this is kind of dirty. I don't want to use that. That's dirty. Dirty line. Okay, is this another piece? No, it's not. All right, I'm going to have to cut a fresh piece of, yep. I'm going to have to cut a fresh piece of transfer tape. But where the heck did I put? I wasn't expecting to cut it. So where did I put the transfer tape? I have no idea where I have the transfer tape at. Because I wasn't expecting to have to use transfer tape, but that's okay. I have some more here. High tack. Okay, this is the low tack. This is the low tack transfer tape. I love the high tack, so we're going to see how this low tack does. So that's gonna, this is coming off. This is the backing, so it's gonna separate. Oh, the low tack, amazing. Like most low tacks, I mean, you don't really get that. I didn't even use a squeegee. Then we're going to place this on our mouse pad. I'm trying to salvage this one sheet of paper. Parchment paper would actually work best since this is sticky. Parchment paper would be the better option. So we're just going to line that up. And you don't need a full 30 seconds. Probably need about a good 10, 15 seconds. You don't need the full 30. Because at this point, you're not sublimating it. All you're doing is just putting down with a heat press. That's probably all you need. If you're using an iron, of course, you want Okay. If you're using an iron, of course you want to iron it. Now, I will say I don't care for this method. They recommend printing to it. Well, you know what? I can't say that. Scratch that. I'm also up very high. I'm still at 365. I should have dropped the temperature. Because what happened, it bled out. So I lost a little bit of color. But had I pressed this at, let's say, the recommended temperature of 300, and I think it's like 310. Hold on, let me verify. Okay, because 365 is, it basically resublimated, so you don't want to do that. Okay, so it is 300 degrees. So that's 65 degrees higher than what you would end up pressing this at. So 365, as you can see, it pulled it off. You'll see at the top where the color's a little bit different. I mean, still not bad at all. It's still very much so vibrant, but they recommend going down to 300 degrees when you're going to basically press it, because if you're too high, this is what's going to happen. So pressure design, 365, 30 seconds with art paper, but then make sure that you drop your temperature, or do it the way that I did, the other way. So this was me kind of creating that transfer. Your customers probably wouldn't take their iron up that high anyway. So I did lose a little bit of color, but it still looks good with my tumbler. And I have a wallet that looks like this. So now I have a new, and I have to go in, of course, and trim it. And I'll do that part later because I made it a little bit bigger. So what we are learning, I had some oopsies with a mouse pad. So with this one, you can tell it just did not sublimate properly. I don't know what this weird turtle shell thing is over here. Then I had some where I made a mistake on these. The print came out beautiful, but the issue was I put the wrong teacher name on the wrong tumbler. This was a year old, and I was like thinking, because after I did the satin, I'm like, I wonder if I can fix mouse pads. So that's what we're showing, how you can salvage a messed up mouse pad using the EconoSub Fabric, flock, or vinyl. This is the fabric. It's the least expensive one, and it's pretty much just like this. The only difference is it's a HTV backing, so it's a stronger adhesive than this. It's not bulky. Your mouse is still going to flow over it. So we did this one. We did this one to match my elephant tumbler. And then we did my cowhide one. Where's my cowhide one? Oh, here it is. And we did this one. So they were all oopsies, and we fixed them. I'm probably going to have Even throw these in a couple of orders tomorrow. Yeah. So somebody, and just post it. If you received it, post it, because I'm not going to know who they went to. Even's going to be the one to just throw them in any random order. So I'll have him throw these in a random order. Yeah, Jesse, it still looks really, really good. She says, OMG, I've already started pulling off the fabric off my mouse pad I purchased at Office Max. This is a game changer. Awesome sauce. Y'all know that's one of my favorite lines too. Awesome sauce. It still looks really, really good. And hey, just say, I just got in late, so I have to go back to the beginning to see how you remove the fabric from the mouse pad. You just pull it off. That's it. Let me see. Do I have one in here that's messed up? Look, I got a couple of them because some of them are just, you know, they're not messed up per se, but they're used. Where's my laptop bag? Because I know I have a blue one that is wore out. My teal one is a little dirty. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I might be a little embarrassed for you guys to see my teal one, but I have one that's kind of filthy. Okay, it's a little used. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where's my laptop bag? I can't find my laptop bag. I like this one, so I don't want to sacrifice this one. I'll do another one. Whenever I find my laptop bag, I will do another one. But all I did was peel it off. That was it. Just peel it off. I do have this regular mouse pad, but I don't want to mess it up just for the sake. Although I do like this fabric better. I don't want to mess it up just for the sake of it though. I'm so mad. My teal one needs a little tender love and care because it's dirty. She is dirty. Trying to see. Nope, she's not down here. I already know why I'm looking. I already know she's in my laptop bag because that's the one that goes to my laptop. But I can't quickly find my laptop bag, so. I have some other ideas too, guys, for this. And I do plan to test out some of those theories. And then I will bring them to you once I test them out. Yeah, I don't see my laptop bag. I don't want to waste a good one. I mean, it's still a good mouse pad, so I don't want to use that one. Ha ha! This one's dirty, though. This one actually, something spilled on it. So look, here we go, right? This is nasty. It's ridiculous. Not by any fault of mine. Something waste on it. Something waste on this. So it's not like I did this and then I heated it. So it was kind of nasty. So I have another one. I have one more. So we're gonna, this one is a little bit short because it was the wrong template, but we can still use it. So we're gonna put these down here. If you are just joining, we are fixing an oopsie. Whether it was like these were a Christmas gift that someone ordered last year, and I mistakenly put the wrong teacher names on each one. So they had to be reversed after I did the mouse pad and the tumbler. The tumbler, I'll do something with it, like something else with it. But these were sitting there and I'm like, I was going to do it with the satin, but then I remembered I had the fabric and I didn't really like the fabric for shirts, but I didn't want to waste it because, you know, money was spent. So I didn't want to necessarily waste that. And I'm like, I wonder how it would stick to the neoprene, because that's all this is just fabric. So we did this one. We did this one. Now we're going to peel this one. I don't have nails. I got little stubs. I'm just going to go. Let me see. One side might be stick out a little bit more. Just going to grab it. Be careful because the pad will rip. Just want to get under there. You can use a weeding pen, or not a weeding pen. I would use like a regular weeding tool. The pen is not strong enough. You'll probably break it off. So once you get a little bit going, see, don't know my own strength. Just be careful with that. All the other ones didn't do that. All right, let's see. Let's try peeling this one. See, the weeding pen isn't going to really get up under there. I can probably rip it up a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, this one's kind of rough. So it's kind of peeling up. This one, all the other ones, if you watch from the beginning, they did not peel up. This one is peeling up a little bit of the neoprene. I don't know if this was a different brand of mouse pad or what. Like I said, something was on this one, so I'm not sure whatever spilled on it is affecting it. I don't want it to pull off too. Oh yeah, this one is stuck to it. Oh yeah, that ripped. Can't use that one. All right, I'll just remove my, where's the one I just had? Yeah, I'll sacrifice this one. I don't really like this fabric anyway. Let me see if I heat this one up. And it might be the cheaper ones don't work, because I think this one was the one that came out of the EconoSub batch, and the other ones are the ones I think I may have gotten from Johnson's Plastics. So let's see, because that one's kind of peeling up on the neoprene also. Come on. Now, why you want the last ones want to act all up? You want to act all ugly. It did not take this much effort on the other ones. They came right off. righty, it's off. I'm going to take this, we're just going to peel it off. Position this on top. I'm going to put a little heat tape on it just to keep the ends down so I can do the first initial press. So I'm just going to do a quick tack. Take the tape off. Grab my print. Place it on top. Put my butcher paper on the bottom just to hold it in place so I can flip it without using heat tape. Press it 365, 30 seconds. So the replacement, quote unquote replacement, is EconoSub's. What the heck is it? EconoSub Fabric. EconoSub Fabric. It's from EconoTransfer. You go to their website, econotransfer.com. You use the code TheProfessor. You're going to save yourself 10%. And this one that I'm using is the fabric, but they have flock, vinyl, and satin, and sub block. So this is what we are using. So if you want to salvage it, this to me is a much better quality. It doesn't fray. This one is not going to come up like the other one, like how easy that one came up. I actually like this a whole lot better. I like the color on this. It's not dark. Dang it, I took the original one off. This is more of a true white fabric, whereas with the, what's that stuff called? With this one, it's kind of yellowish. Not yellowish, bluish. Can you see the difference in, this is more of a bluish tone. It makes things look darker. This is more of a white. So you guys can see it here. I never liked the fabric anyway that was on mouse pads. I actually despise them. But there's so many things that you could use this for kind of like oopsies. So this is just to help you think outside of the box. if you don't want to just throw away the mouse pad, just throw that one away. And you can actually just put another design on top from the other one. So if that one gets messed up, take it off. Like I say, you can make a transfer, sell it, and they can apply it themselves. Let's see. What kind of press you're using, and does the stray come off? With the what come off? But if you're asking about the press, this is a Hotronics Fusion IQ. So it's a swing away and a pull out tray, pull out flatten. So it's a hybrid. Hotronics Fusion IQ. It has a full digital display, and you can store a bunch of different settings. So that's one page of settings. The second page, you can do another page, so you can have a bunch of presets already set up. All right, don't forget, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, we have day 2 live. We added a day so we can go over design, go over templates, sizing, understanding, your file types, what's different about them. When are they when are they beneficial? Like with SVGs and changing them, JPEGs, does it matter if it's a JPEG or a PNG? All of those things we are going to go over tomorrow starting at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. The retail cost for that class is $33.65. It will go back up, so you'll pay for the replay at $33.65 after 11:59 p.m. on the 31st. It's going to go back to the regular price. It is our end of year holiday, Merry Christmas to you guys sale. So all classes are 50% off. Our paper, all sizes from 8.5 by 11 to 13 by 19 is 25% off, as well as our ink. The ink that we have in stock right now is our Formula B ink. That one is also on sale, and our paper ink tape bundle. So if you want paper, the ink, and heat tape, that bundle is also on sale for 25% off, whether you're getting the 4 colors or you're getting the 6 color if you have an 85.50. So be sure to head on over to shop.hsink365.com to take advantage of these deals, and hopefully join us tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. If you're not able to join us tomorrow live to be able to ask your questions, you can always access the playbacks. Every single last one of our classes comes with unlimited playback access. Unlimited. You also will get access to our exclusive Student Union Facebook group that accompanies our 365 Creative Academy. That's where you can ask questions. If you miss something in the classes, you can ask questions over there. You can also post your question right on the playback video and I'll answer, or maybe someone else who comes across it can answer it as well. But you want to be in the place, you want to come with your notebooks, you want to come ready to be engaged, ready to ask questions. No question is a silly question. I am here to make sure that you are as successful as you can be, that you are having the least amount of, within reason, waste, because things are going to happen. You saw how this mouse pad came out, not this one, it is this one. You saw how this mouse pad came out. So things will happen, but there are things like colors, sizing, just making sure that it is, how you're arranging them, how you're doing the design. There are things that you can do to minimize the amount of mistakes that you will have on your blanks. And I want to help you guys accomplish that. So join me tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, or just enroll and watch the playback. All right. That's great. Bought a few yards of various sublimation materials from them. I will definitely try this. And remember, the link is in the description. It's Econo transfer. The link will take you right through my link. But if you put the code TheProfessor, you will save 10%. All right. I'm going to purchase some mouse pads from Wally World Office Depot to practice. Oh, well, well, those might be a little bit more expensive getting it from there. I mean, these are sublimation ones. They don't cost very much. So, like, Jesse said, wouldn't it be cheaper? It depends on where you get it from. On average, mouse pads run you about like $1.50, anywhere from like $1.25 to $1.50 or so for that particular mouse pad. If you're kind of like me and just don't like to throw things away, I rather just go ahead and put a replacement on it because the bottom part of it is still good versus just kind of throwing it away unnecessarily. So you can do this method, or if you want to, you just want to chuck it. It's always great to be able to kind of reuse, repurpose something. With this particular material, it costs you well, if you only buy 1 yard, it's going to cost you like $167. Remember, the more that you purchase, the less expensive that it is. So you can kind of take that number down when you're talking about just the amount of surface space that you would need for the mouse pad. All right, so for 1 yard, it's $11 and it's 17.3 inches. If you do 5 yards, it's only $44. So you are saving. The more you get, the more you'll end up saving. But if you just end up getting a yard, I guess it technically would be cheaper to buy another mouse pad, but not when you're buying it. I mean, if you go, if you end up liking this product and you're doing 10 yards, that's $80 for 10 yards. So it just depends on how you are purchasing it. Yes, these were sublimation blanks. These were not mouse pads from the store. These were sublimation blanks. So I could this right here is how it came. You can sublimate it. But if you made a mistake, this is just an oopsie. This isn't a, hey, this is how, now, if you end up getting one, if you, like, let's say you had one already, you have this material and you want to put a custom design on it, you can. But there are actual sublimation mouse pads. I like this. Let me see. Do I have, dang it. I actually like this better. To me, the edges look better. With this one, it still looks frayed. It can easily fray as you're using it and stuff like that. I never actually cared for the ends of these. So this is a better quality. The one with the sheet, the satin one would be really, really bright. You have the flock one that you can get. So they have different ones. They cost more money. The fabric is the least expensive one to be able to get. And you can just change it out, customize if you want to sell a transfer. So maybe somebody already has a mouse pad. They don't want to necessarily get rid of their mouse pad, but they want a custom design. So you saw how I did. Where is it at? I don't know where all my stuff is going. How I did the one with the peacock on it. Well, dang, where's the one with the peacock on it? Well, that one, I basically did it like a transfer. I sublimated the vinyl itself, put the transfer tape on it. So you can go and sell that to someone and they can act, because it's just like heat transfer vinyl. Heat transfer vinyl can be applied with an iron. So they can go and apply it themselves. Will my live class for tomorrow, will it also be on TikTok? No, it's a paid class. So it's not going to be on TikTok because it's a closed, exclusive paid class. So you have to pay for access to it, and it's via Zoom. So if you look at these two, so to your clients, this is going to look like a much better product. If you notice right here, see how it frays? Up here, it doesn't do that. It's a nice smooth finish. And it does that fraying all the way around. Hold on, let me. Uh-oh. So you see? But then this one is clean. So it just has a cleaner, more professional look using this. And it's only like a couple cents more compared to this one. Up the value. Joined late, but I appreciate the tip. I have some old mouse pads that weren't stored carefully and got dirty. Never used them because of that. Now I have the option to replace the dirty surface. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have the option to replace the dirty surface. Oh, I didn't mean to send it. I'm trying to scroll up. That's not bad. Dollar store, maybe. I mean, I'm not sure. Do they have mouse pads in the dollar store? I don't think I've ever seen them. But really, guys, if you unlock your creativity, anything that had fabric and you're able to either pull it off or put this on top of it, because it is fabric, you can use this to switch something up. Oh, come on now. You can use this to switch it up. Let's see. Someone said like coasters. I was trying to see if I had any of my like lip gloss holders and things like that in here, but I don't. No, I don't have any of those in here. No, I don't have any of like the lip gloss holders or any of that stuff in here. I used all the ones that were in here. I do have something that I do plan to test. Oh, here's one. Oh, well, no, this one is stitched. So you probably wouldn't be able to rip that off. I mean, you could probably just put it over it and then cut that out and just cut this part out. But yeah, I forgot. This is stitched. But yeah, if you just think outside the box, you'll figure out a use for it just to salvage something. It's one less thing that has to go in the garbage at the end of the day. Okay? Oh, that's true. So Jesse says you can just get the neoprene material and make your own custom blanks. That's an option as well. That is also an option. Thank you for that, Jesse. All right. I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to take a quick little break. My goal was to be home by 8. It's 7 o'clock. I am going to come right back. We're going to do just a quick Q&A. There were some questions that were sent to me about like what's those things called? The chips and things of that nature. I just want to address that. So I'm going to end this live. I'm going to come right back because there were some questions about like chips and I had a few questions about printers. Y'all know I love talking about printers and which printers you can use. So I'll probably be on for about a good 30 minutes because my goal was to be out of the office by 8 o'clock. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Those who are placing orders, I'm going to have, so you can see these up close and personal. I guess I can have him because this is a regular mouse pad. So I'll give these to Even, and somebody will get one of the 4. Because y'all can't have my professor one. If I can ever find it and figure out where in the heck it is. I don't know where in the heck it went to. It didn't go back there. We made another one today, but I don't see it. I have no idea what happened to my mouse pad. That one was for me. And I've lost it that quick. I wanted to show it, but I don't know where it's at. But somebody will get one of those. I'm going to take them and have Eva drop them into different orders. All right. Until next time. Peace.